Hey Alpha Strikers, welcome back to Erx's X Teams, and I'll of course be your host, Professor Erx. So today we're hanging out with the court. This is a 400-point team brought to you and requested by Little Plastic Superheroes. Hey, that kind of sounds like a channel who would maybe feature Heroclix videos? I think they do, and I think I remember them having a really cool 3D map game or two. Maybe you guys should check them out. Anyways, on to the team. So, this team, like I said, 400 points, theme team, guys, and it does use the Court of Owls. Now, I could have taken the easy route and just filled the team chock full of Court of Owls, but that wouldn't be any fun, and it seems way too easy. I wanted to make Talon really, really good. So I dug a little deeper, kept it theme, and we got some Batman enemies in there too to help. So, first and foremost, Talon, 120 points, Joker's Wild, moves through Elevated, moves through Hindering, Running Shot, has traded Sidestep and Stealth, Shape Change as well. This guy will be your primary attacker, as you'll see as you go forward. He brought help with one of the other talents, does have Sidestep, traded Stealth and Blades, Claws, Fangs, both of which have Mastermind. Great figures. As for the rest of the court, will they be merely Mastermind fodder, or will they chip in? I'm going to go with mostly Mastermind fodder. But hey, 30 points to keep you guys alive, I'm okay with that. Now, the other four you see on the left there, these guys were crazy enough to accept the court's invitation to help take down the Bat. So, as you can see, we have the Master Transporter and Blades, Claws, Fang Expert, Man-Bat. Huge speed, can do massive damage, can carry guys around. That's why he's important. Next we have the Penguin. The Penguin is going to make one of the court loyal to him. Most likely Talon, to give him +1 to his attack and range values. And if I leave an initiate next to him, he can move that at will. Toymaster from World's Finest set. At 50 points, guys, this guy was a bargain, and I was so happy he had the Gotham City keyword. He has TK top dial, sidestep, and a special damage power that gives him prob. So, my team now has more maneuverability than yours, and I have prob. If you feel so inclined to push him, you can get more perplex. Speaking of perplex, the Joker, Joker's Wild Rare, 50 points. Has the Howlio with the Bat to give basically a reroll the dice, not prob. Really kind of cool. And you can go ahead and share that with any of these guys here, and Man-Bat, and the Assassins, because they all have the Batman enemy team ability. And Toymaster can actually copy it from Talon. He also has the Flower Gag, where you can do a penetrating poison within 3 squares, close combat attack, and Perplex the first two, Outwit for the last. So depending on what you need for your team, you can kind of coordinate that. Alright, let's go ahead and go to your starting area, and we'll show you how the team plays. Alright, we're in the starting area. It's the beginning of the game. The first and foremost thing you do, start with Penguin, and you go ahead, use his loyalty marker, and place that on Talon. Just get him going. Your Talon now has +1 to attack and range, giving him a 12 and 6 range 2 bolts, making him much more lethal. On your first turn, you'll want to get to position. Now, you don't want to come up too far, just in case they have stealth busters. Because you know you have maneuverability with your team, you can kind of afford to stay back a little bit. So, first things first, you want to have Man-Bat carry Talon up. Stealth is your friend. Man-Bat does not have any reducers or way to help his defense, so hindering for him is a good idea, especially because he flies and can charge out of it no problem. Next thing you want to do is get your Court of Owls Assassin up with the Initiates to help keep Talon alive, just in case they do see through stealth and can bust your shape change somehow. So what I like to do is, since these three all have the Gotham City Underworld team ability, he can carry these two because he's higher points. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll go ahead and have him carry over. So he has, I think he has an 8, so 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. And just place your Initiates so that if Talon does get exposed, he can mastermind them. From there, you can kind of position your other two pieces. You want to make sure that Hero can see Talon in case he needs to TK him away from there. So what you could do is have him here, and the Joker could be here or here, and you can perplex up defenses as you need. You are going to leave Penguin for the most part in your starting area with the Initiate, because every turn, if you need that loyalty marker to shift, you can at least once per turn with a free action have that Initiate attack Penguin with 9 to a 16, 7 or better, 50-50 shot to have somebody else gain the range and attack buff. Also, it'd be really cool future turns if Joker's closer to Talon, because then he could sidestep, he'll copy, Batman enemy, take his 11, he'll take it back, getting it from him, plus his 1 from the Penguin, and then having a basically a 12 attack with prop control, without being prop control. So that's super helpful, guys. From this point forward, you see that you have some major maneuvering options, okay? Depending on where your opponents are going to be, you now have the option to have Hero here, Toymaster, TK around Talon. And the coolest part about Talon is that he could go ahead and running shot, take his shot, and then sidestep back into stealth. That keeps him safe from most things. He does have a really high defense with only toughness, but does have shape change to counteract any close attacks. Your assassins have willpower. They can definitely go up in there and fight and join him. They also have poison, so if you just have someone pinned down up here, you could go ahead and poison them at next turn, clear action tokens, and then go ahead and use your Blades, Claws, Fangs on somebody. Joker's also here for support. He can sidestep up, share his attack thing, of course, use Perplex, giving you a 13, 19, whatever you may need, but always try and keep your Initiates close. Now, with that, these guys can carry each other. Problem is, they have 7 speed, so walking at a hindering. 1, 2, 3, really, because of -2, they wouldn't get very far. So, best case scenario, you're going to want to make sure that he stays close to his Initiates, or he carries them around. Some way of the fact there to keep them by him. He wants to go solo. He really does, guys. He can be fine without the Initiates, but they are a good insurance early game. The Alpha Strike is a thing. We live by that name, so always be prepared. You can, of course, take actions to move them up. That's totally fine as well. That would just be your turn. The rest of your figures would just clear, and you go on from there. So guys, I hope that's been helpful for you. Thank you, Little Plastic Superheroes, for requesting this build. It was a lot of fun. I do love these Court of Owls pieces. They are super, super tactful. The fact that these guys can regen late dial, the fact that the mastermind that goes on these guys have reduced, like a reducer, like a toughness kind of thing without being toughness. So that's super cool. And really, this worked out better than I thought it would. Like, I really wanted a Batman enemy team. with a lot of Batman villains, thinking, dude, the Court of Owls is in dire straits. Batman is just a tedious hero to take down. He's stubborn, he's strong, they can't do it themselves, even with their numbers. Why not put out an ad for other awesome villains in Gotham City? And it's a great team, guys. Like, the amount of modifiers you get, the amount of mastermind, the amount of perplexes, probs. I mean, these guys can be theme team probs all day, you know. Check it out, guys. Feel free to play this team. If you want to make any changes, feel free. There's tons you can do to break theme. You could just totally take it away and use calculator and Shiva. I always like to use them for 100 points. You lose these two, but you'd have basically 12 attacks everywhere with your other Batman enemies. So that's an option. But yeah, if you guys play this team, please let me know in the comments how it did. Did you stomp with it? Did you get beat? I love the stories, guys. Like, battle reports from you guys are also way fun to read. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how I'm doing. And I'll see you guys in the next Erks team. And remember, strike first and strike hard.